What is up, guys? Today we're going to be doing the top 5 reasons why you should buy the Galaxy A51 in 2020. So let's go ahead and get started. So number one would be the design. So this isn't a glass phone, but this is still one of my favorite looking designs. It still has a nice premium feel to it. It's definitely not like, a super cheap feeling phone. It definitely doesn't look cheap. I actually really love the camera setup on here. I was definitely kind of anti this sort of design when it first came out on the iPhone and the Pixel, but it has really grown on me, and I really like it on the A51 the most. And you have this psychedelic color on here, which I absolutely love. It's very cool to look at when it's shifting in the light here. It's overall one of my favorite designs. This is a very thin phone as well, and of course on the front you have the punch hole display, and it's got a nice screen to body ratio as well. So one of my favorite designs for this $300 price point. Number two is the display. So this has a beautiful display. It really changed my mind about the punch hole display. As you guys know, I'm still not a big fan of the notch, but this really changed my mind. It's a really nice display. It's a super AMOLED display. It gives off beautiful colors. It's very color accurate. It is a 6.5 inch 1080p, so very big display. 405 for the PPI, so pretty sharp as well. And this is just really nice. I think it's definitely better than the water drop notch, and it seems smaller, less intrusive, and you actually really don't notice it that much. So I really love the display on this phone. Like I said, it's got really great screen to body ratio as well, and overall just an excellent display for this price point. Next is going to be the software. Android 10 and One UI 2.0 is really awesome on here. I really like it. You have everything on here. It's not stripped back. You have the same thing as on the Galaxy premium models. As we can see, we have our shortcuts to our apps. We can come in here, boom, get to our notes, web browser. A lot of cool stuff to speed up your experience on this phone. We keep going. We have your Smart Select, and it's basically little tools to let you screenshot and stuff like that. It's just little stuff to be able to speed up your experience on the phone. You have the oval, the animation, pin to screen, and then we have all of our tools over here. The ruler, surface level, flashlight. We can get to tally counter, compass. We can get to this stuff very quickly. Our weather as well. So I just really love One UI 2.0. It's very polished. You have Bixby on here, which isn't that bad. I still prefer Google Now, but it's definitely useful. So don't sleep on Bixby. We do have secured folder on here as well. We have the blue light filter. Pretty much everything on the premium models are always on display. Dolby Atmos for my music listeners. We even have the dark mode on here as well, focus mode, and Bixby routines. So pretty much everything that you could want. And One UI 2.0 is definitely snappy. You have to do a little bit of optimization on the Galaxy A51 to make sure that it runs super fast, but definitely One UI 2.0 really awesome. Next is the cameras on here, and you should be seeing some stills right now. You have a 48 megapixel standard camera. You also have a 12 megapixel ultra wide, 5 megapixel macro sensor, so you can get really close up shots, which is always great. 5 megapixel depth sensor for portrait mode photos. You do have 2160p video recording, as well as a 32 megapixel selfie camera that shoots in 1080p. And as you can see, the photos on here are really good for this price point. Very color accurate, good dynamic range, and I just enjoy taking photos on here. Video is pretty solid as well too, so that's definitely one of the highlights with this phone. Alright, so next is going to be gaming. So this is a really solid gaming phone. Like I said, the display is absolutely beautiful. You have the Exynos 9611 with the Mali G72 GPU, along with 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of storage. So definitely very good for gaming. And I'll just go ahead and show you my settings here on PUBG. You can see frame rates Ultra HDR for the graphics. And as you can see, not lagging all over the place. Super smooth. Really love it. It's an awesome gaming phone, and this phone actually does not get hot like you would think with this plastic design, so that's really good as well. So overall, if you're looking for an excellent gaming phone, then this is going to be a great experience. Very immersive. Last is going to be battery life. So I did a battery drain on this phone. You can check that video out on the channel. And this phone got 11 hours of screen on time, and it is just excellent battery life, guys. You cannot go wrong. If you need a phone with really good battery life, Samsung has definitely optimized this phone to have some excellent battery life. Whether you're really into gaming or just media consumption with YouTube, I had it on max brightness, and it still performs very well. So even if you're a hard user, then you'll definitely be satisfied with this phone right here. It's a battery beast. So that's pretty much it for the Galaxy A51. Very impressed with this phone. One of my favorites of the year so far. And so what do you guys think? Be sure to let me know, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.